Huh? It's a good day. Well, if you don't want that last piece of shrimp, I'm gonna eat it then, okay? You sure you don't want it? Alright, I'll eat it. Howdy pants, don't annoy your sister. Don't make her bark at you. And give you the girl, please, sir. Please don't make her give you the girl, sir. Howdy pants, please, sir. He's deaf, so he don't hear when she growls. Mom, you don't like the sauce.
I don't what?
You didn't like the sauce that comes with that coconut shrimp. It's all about the sauce. I think it's all about the sauce. Right, hear me bump my gums, Mom? Bump, bump, bump my gums. Blah, 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 blah. Hi, welcome to my tube. That zip's back. I picked at it. Now it's back. It's probably like a intelligence artificial implants tracking device that some UFO planted in my face while I was sleeping. It's so big, man. It's been here for weeks, too. So, oh well. That's my biggest problem in life. Anyway, today was a really good day. I just wanted to share stories about the day. I know I did a talk this morning, but then I went into town. So more shit happened. I got to talk to Mr. Iski. He's my dad I picked for myself. He's the first friend and the only guy that I'm still friends with. And he was a civilian. He ran the heater crew when he's retired now, when I was in the Air Force. And so that guy knows more about me than probably anybody else on the planet. Like, he's heard all of it. Because I gotta have and that's what this is about, is getting all the stuff that's out there. Get it out of your head, it loses power that way. Artie, trying to get up on the counter and falling down, you goofy old bastard. Aren't we all goofy old bastards now? So, I said, we were talking, because he has a farm. He said that the government's trying to take his farm. I said, again, they do this every, 12, they've done it before, and this farm has been in his hand. He just got the 110, I think it was the 110 year farm award for, that's how long his farm has been in his family, like 4 or 5 generations, right next to Offutt Air Force Base. So the government is just a parasite, and it's out of control. It can't even stop itself. It can't fix problems. It's just absorbing everybody else's resources, because it's run by a bunch of narcissists and egomaniacal psychopaths. So I said, we were talking today, and he was sharing. We haven't talked in a while because he's about to start farming season, so he's getting all of his equipment prepped and ready, his annual maintenance, And then he's finally outsourcing a job, which I'm happy to hear. The dude's 67. It's like, yeah, let somebody else do that shit, He got, when he was 19, he got hit by an Econo van, so he walked with a limp his whole life. He's had hip replacements. Like, dude, make it easier for yourself, sir. Get up off the ground, But he's just like, I'll do it, He's like, I don't know. He's just a great life mentor. And so today I was like, hey, Mr. Iski, I'm like, what's 20%? Like a fifth Native, and then like the rest I'm like Scottish. Native, Scottish, and Spanish is predominantly what my ancestry is. And I've worn plaid ever since I was a little kid. So I said, I'm Indian, right? And he said, Yeah, Marge. I've seen you on your warpath. Because he used to see me when I was in the Air Force and, like, right when I got sober. And I was just a tongue on a 9-volt battery. Just, you know. So, I was there when his mom died right before September 11th. Thank God she wasn't on this earth to witness that. So then I go into town. Go to the grocery store. I'm so excited. I just keep trying to picture the place and where to put the furniture. And my dear sweet Earth Angel recommended to measure it, so I went through and I did that. Measured a bunch of we don't have a lot. So I went through and measured it, and tomorrow I'm going to go get rugs and then lay them down first, and then I'll start bringing stuff in, and I already start packing up stuff. I'm getting excited. I'm done with this. I'm ready to be done with this chapter and on to the next, frankly. So I go into town, and my buddy, I sent her a text message earlier, and I didn't hear back from her, and she raises her grandkids. I think that's like a prerequisite in New Mexico, that like the majority of the people that have been here forever, they don't raise their own kids. They raise like they're always it's just a different place. It's a different timeline, New Mexico. It's a different ideology. It's kind of peculiar, kind of weird. Whatever. They just keep doing what they've always done, and this is what we get. So blah de blah blah blah. It's trite. It's redundant. It's lame. Like, do better. So, I lost like 3 subscribers today. I wonder what it made it happen. Good riddance. And so I walk into the grocery store and I go in an opposite way. I go in there by where the eggs are. Oh, that was kind of cool too. I saw my neighbor. I had to come into town to get eggs, and I saw my neighbor. I said, I gotta go into town to get eggs, and he's like, hold on a second. He runs out and he comes back out, and I was like, oh man, because he's got chickens. He said, we got a lot of eggs. I said, man, that's really neighborly, yeah, and I wish you would have saved me a trip into town. Unfortunately, I still got to go because I got to get water and stuff, so that's rad, though. That's really cool. We chatted for a second. I told him that we're going to look for another place, and he said, I went up and told your mom that I'm going to get that storage unit, that I got that storage unit because I did. And like I told you, when you start, I'm going to start moving stuff into the storage unit. And then when we find a place, we're just going to bounce. And he was like, oh man, like that's like how many people have been, the turnover in this place, I think, because her mom's 94, and she said, I can't keep track of the tenants. There's too many of them. And so that gave me a red flag that there's a high turnover here. And I know why, because their freaking son's a shit stain on the fabric of society. And he's always been protected. And I look at all the other shit stains I'm surrounded by that have always been protected. And I ain't. Like, I'm a good person. I don't get all the protection these fucking little LD scumbags get. I just don't get it. But Mama's precious little babies can't do wrong. Mikey don't lie, yeah. Mikey lie, Mikey steal, Mikey break shit. Mikey a little bitch. So you could just see it in his face, like, fucking lost another good neighbor because this place sucks, you know what I mean? And so I went up and told her, I said, yeah, she was out here, but she just stayed away from us because they were having, like, people over and, like, stuff like that. And, that was weird. So, where was I? So she just, like, did the yard work. And I said, yeah, I get why. I said, he's like, I haven't talked to her. I said, I get why. I said, she's probably embarrassed because if I was her and I just talked to my tenant and threatened, like, said the bullshit that she said to me, I'd be embarrassed. And I say that because I used to just do that. I used to be like that, and I don't want to be like that anymore. You know, she looks miserable. And people that, you know, are miserable, they have bad habits, and then they feel bad because of the bad habits that they choose. And then they take it out on everybody else. It's very low vibey. So, after I went into town, okay, so I walk into the store, and then I see my buddy who works at the market that I sent a text to. And so, I got to show her pictures, and Wheezy's like, open up, Maria, because there's a line, and I'm just like trying to show her pictures and stuff, and she's just happy for me, so she might give me a call tomorrow. Maybe I can get her to come out and, you know, just keep me company. That's all I need. I don't need even people to do stuff. Just be around me to just like talk to me. That's what I did. I got a lot done while I talked to my friend today, my Earth Angel today. So, and then this was a kind of a cool thing. I gave, after I did my grocery shopping and went out and put it in the car, I bring my cart. I can't stand people, like, when people don't return their cart, it drives me crazy. I take my cart back into the store. And so I'm walking back into the store, and I smell that freaking fried chicken. That smell might as well just like been fingers grabbed me by the nose and drug me into the deli section. Because I brought my cart in, I parked it, and then I walked back in there. And I walked around the corner, and I saw the woman that last time I bought chicken from. I gave her like a $5 tip. I said, I said, maybe I should write a review on Taos Restaurant Review for you guys, because you're food. I've seen it where it's been less than, but usually it's good, you know. And so I walked around the corner. I said, I was already in my car, bring my car back, and I had to come over here because that smelled so darn good. And she goes, I just made it. And she said, and I just changed the oil in it too. And I was like, oh, I'll take one. And she said, you want to ring up over? And we chatted. I said, yeah, I came in here. I said, lots is going on, you know. She gave me a discount. I thought that was cool. And, is it over there still? I just lost my phone just like that. And then so I got to share that good news and went on about my way. And then went up to walk around, park. I usually park in the park, and then I'll walk around, do a lap around the town square. And then on the way back through, I'll stop sometimes and get, what's that guy's name? I should have asked him. I'll ask him again. I get overstimulated, and then I don't retain information. When I get overstimulated, I just, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and he gave me a discount. I was like, wow, that's really cool, man. And then, after I got my chicken, this was another little funny little tidbit. I'm walking out into the parking lot with my thing of chicken. I don't even I walk over to the cart because they have trash bins, rubbish bins, where you can return your cart. And I just bust it open. I grab a leg, and I'm just like, arr, arr, arr. And I look over, and this guy's in his truck. This guy's in his truck, and he has his door open, and he's like eating too. I said, I couldn't even wait till I got home. He said, me either. He was doing the same thing. He was eating chicken too in his truck. And he's 70. What did he say? 78. His name's Buddy. Gave him a couple cookies. So we sat there and we're like finger licking, you know, stuff, and having conversation and whatnot. He was waiting for somebody inside. It was just kind of cool, you know. That's what I'm thinking community's about. And it's happening. I'm cautiously optimistic. So I called today's talk the Scarlet Letter. The Scarlet Letter is a book that I had to read in like a couple different schools, and it is so boring. And we saw the movie. I mean, it was just like, just mind numbing to me. Just all the other things to do on the earth. That is just one of not very many. But it was about, like, I don't know, as I interpreted it, it's like we all have that thing, that really kind of motivates her. And the broad in it, she actually had her letter was an A because she was an adulteress. She got pregnant she was a slut. She got pregnant, I think. Is that what it was? It probably was some dirty perv that, like, she didn't want her, said no, but he's like, God's making you. Blah. Anyway, so I just remembered that maybe it's self-proclaimed prophecy. I don't really believe in self-proclaimed prophecy. It's a seed that's been planted that I know about it and I can use it for reference. That's not where I've put my focus on, my energy. Because, anyway. So, I was thinking about that today because I'm washing all my clothes before they go. And I got this sweatshirt. Right? And I washed it today. And this is my Scarlet Letter because I made this out of electrical tape. It probably won't even stick anymore. But I had it on here. So it says the U.S. Air Farce. Because it's all bullshit. Oh, is it so all bullshit? And the fact that people are, like, listening to people that are saying it's bullshit, it's all pageantry, makes my heart happy. It really does. So I thought that was funny that I have my own Scarlet Letter. What else happened today? Did you have a good day, Ma? Can you hear me over that? We got all the air conditioners on and stuff. We're keeping it nice and cool for the critters. I think you want to stay up for like an hour? You good to stay up for a while? We're going to watch an episode. I got to walk dogs around here in a minute, and then we're going to watch an episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians or whatever it's called. Yeah. And then I'll get up early and probably start loading stuff up and maybe take a trip into town and call kicking. I dare say I'm happy, Ma. In this moment, I'm happy. And I'm not waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's amazing. Anyway. What else? What did I do with my dang phone, though? Seriously. Is anybody there? I know my sweet Earth Angel's probably there. I think that is so funny because I just had that thing. There it is. Right where I left it. I also got to talk to Linda Lou. She was my first sponsor in recovery. It was funny. I did my first fifth step. That's where you write your number 4 is where you write like every shitty thing you've ever done to anybody. Everything. It's a personal inventory. Like you got to look at how you behave and look at it and see how you impacted and affect people's lives. 'Cause people don't, alcoholics never think that they do. Well, I'm just doing it to me. Ah. Oh my God. Anyway, so she fell asleep during my fifth step. She's a little nurse that she worked overnights at the hospital in Omaha, Douglas County, where the 5th floor. I used to take meetings there. I used to take meetings to a lot of places, jails, institutions, just sharing my experience, strength, and hope. Anyway, I always thought that was really funny Because I'll tell her about things and she'll be like, you never told me that. And I'm like, you were asleep. She's 80 now and she's still kicking it. And she's still, doing her thing. And she's got family in Michigan. She goes up there. She's got family in Arizona. I call her. I said, I just want to make sure you still have all your marbles. You didn't lose all your marbles yet. Mom, we got a half a peach pie. So, this year I'm going to do it. I'm going to make me I'm going to roast some Green Hat's chilies. Get some roasted ones and make a peach pie with like pinion nuts and roasted green chilies. Yeah, I want to do that. It might be gross. It could be. Because sometimes the shit I come up with, it is a far miss. But it was worth the recognition for the effort, and then I never do it again. I was reminded of a story where Mom and I got these little popcorn shrimp with coconut on them. I got popcorn shrimp one box and then a separate box with the coconut on them. I never got them before. I wanted to try it. Just put it in the toaster oven. They're good, Mom didn't like the sauce, though. I said, Ma, remember when you worked in that restaurant in Morro Bay, right down there in the bay? And they had a seal. Hey, Betty, you want a drink? Here, bud. Good boy. Hit that hydration station. They had a seal that swam around in a pool in front of the restaurant. And the last time I went to go, I got to go see it. I was with my dad, and the tank was empty, and the seal was gone. I think they let it go free. That's not the story. My dad said, no, they made soup out of it. I was like 4. And I was like, well, that's sad. I believed him. They didn't make soup out of the seal. But that's just the kind of asshole shit that fucking machismos do. They think that shit's funny. I never thought stuff like that was funny. I had a tech school sergeant, my first, good boy, Benny, you want to go outside? My first block of education. And he looked at me and he's like, don't you ever laugh? I said, when I hear something funny. Benny, you want to go walk around? Let's go this way. Come this way. I just have been surrounded by assholes a lot. But things are looking up now, man. Anyway, I guess I should take him out. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging